This is T306 TechnologyElement. So in this video we're going to be looking about the internet and some router functions that can be used. So which of the following is an appropriate explanation concerning the NAT function of a router used for internet connection? Is it A, a conversion between private IP addresses and global IP addresses can be performed? B, a specific bit pattern in IP packets being transmitted can be detected? Is it C, frequently accessed web pages can be cached to provide faster response times? D, only the IP packets addressed to specific terminals can be passed? So here let's have a look at NAT or NAT. NAT stands for Network Address Translation. So this performs a one-to-one conversion of the private IP addresses and its corresponding global IP addresses. NAT operates on a router, usually connecting two networks together, and translate the private, not globally unique addresses in the internal network into globally unique legal addresses before packets are forwarded to another network. As part of this capability, NAT can be configured to advertise only one address for the entire network to the outside world. This provides additional security by effectively hiding the entire internal network behind the addresses. So here we have a diagram of how this works, and so we can see that the external computer or the public computer here will be given a global IP address. Internally here we have our computer or our private network. So this has its own individual IP address, but it's not got a global IP address. The NAT enabled router here will translate and forward packets in both directions. So what's good about this? As we mentioned here, we have the additional security of hiding the entire network behind this address. So this router here can have one address. So this here has one address. This can then pass packets to and from computers within the private network as well as the external network. However, external networks cannot see which address on the internal network it is being passed to. So this adds the layer of security that we were talking about. So NAT or NAT offers the dual functions of security and address conversion and is typically implemented in a remote access environment. Although NAT is divided into narrowly defined NAT that assigns a global IP address to each device for accessing the internet, and NAPT, Network Address Port Translation, that allows multiple devices to access the internet with one global IP. NAPT is also included in the broadly defined NAT. Therefore, we have A as the correct answer for this. So let's have a look at an explanation of the other choices we had in our question. So for B, NAT is an address conversion function and not a function that detects a bit pattern. In addition, a virus check performed by an antivirus software is one of the typical examples of a function that detects specific bit patterns. C, a proxy server, is a computer that functions as an intermediary between the web browser and the internet. Proxy servers help to improve web performance by storing a copy of frequently used web pages in its cache, which is faster than going to the web. Therefore, this statement is the explanation of the caching function of a proxy server. Finally, only the IP packets addressed to a specific terminal can be passed. This is the explanation of a firewall. And so here we can see our answer is A. In this question, what we've looked at is the NAT function and how this can be used for not only security but also forwarding packets and conversion of IP addresses. We've also looked at some of the differences between antivirus software and proxy software as well as firewalls.